did this, and then I went down and down and down, you know, until finally it was tough. You feel that was close max? Yeah, that was close. Then I bring it back up, and now I have to do this. You know, the good leg first, find out where they are close, and then I have to do this. Now, let's say I'm testing the weak leg, and this comes to 50, you know, whatever, and this one was 60, or this one was 50. I'm going to go down to 60, and they do it. Because their body is adjusting. It's a strength, you know, it's a readjustment. If you go cold, I was with my son-in-law in Texas, and he said, because he's seen me work out here, and they have a gym in their garage, and he goes, hey, let's go do 200 bench, 10 reps. I go, I can't. He goes, you do it all the time? I go, no, I can't do it now. I have to warm up to get my body ready. And he's like, oh, really? And he goes there, and he could do it. He couldn't do it. He goes, oh. So you do have to warm up. Yeah, you have to get your body system ready for the weight if you want to max. If you really want to know what you can do. But if you don't, well, just like do, I wonder if you can do this. Oh, that's all you can do. I mean, no, you have to do this. So let's make believe you've gotten that guy up to whatever, 120 pounds. Okay, 120 can't be doing that. If you're doing eccentrics, you're starting at 130 now. You're not doing 80. What's the point of eccentric? The point is, you're strong. They have memory hold. But you can only get 120. So now I'm going up with full at 130, and now this guy's control, 5 times 130 or whatever you want to do. Then I'm going, hey, that didn't seem so hard. 140. That didn't seem that hard. 150. And so the thing is, he's letting, if they're not doing this, right? I'm not at the max at eccentric, right? So if you've got a weight that they can do, and you're eccentrically doing it, you're doing more weight than they can do. Never less weight, ever. Okay, because you're trying to get this guy, what I describe simply to the patient is, you know, you got 60% of your quad working, you know, because we say there's 100 to 60, and 40% of them are having a party. They don't even know you're sticking doing a damn thing. So now I do this and I make it 70. Okay, now 10% of those other guys are going, damn, this guy wants me to work. What the crud's going on here? So that's why you're going up, up, up. Now, please make sure, because if you're saying that you want to get from sit to standing, right? You want to, and you got that little delay, right? There's a delay, right? So find out how tall they are, right? So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, so that's 5, which that's going to get me to like 90, whatever. But now if you say, no, but their knees hurt, okay, then bring them up, you know, and start them up higher. Fine, that's not a problem. But then little by little, look at the holes, and then see if you can get down lower. So if I have someone, no, that kills my knee, I'm going to raise it, and then start them like that, right? Keeping that knee out, not letting it go in. So there's the concept of eccentrics is to increase, to make aware a muscle of more than they can do, because you're shortening, right? You're shortening it, right? So I can curl, whatever, and I get fatigued. I can't do it anymore, right? If someone were to lift it, I could do another 3 to 5, because I'm building the bridge, right? So I'm trying to get stronger. That's why we do this. We're not doing it just to do it. You know, there's a concept behind it. So that's the thing on this leg press I wanted to say. You know, when we do this, it's the same. Here's the weight of the arm, right? And then all of a sudden, you're doing this much harder, much harder. Then you're doing this much harder, but eccentric. And then you're doing this next, right? Going from stretch to this. Same idea. I do both. So this tells me a lot about the patient. I'm doing both. And they say, they get to 80. I can't do anymore. Okay, then you do the dominant leg. and it's 70. They're full of crap. They just weren't ready. So then I'm gonna go, okay, let's do both legs again. Because now and then they do 110.
So you try and get them to what they can't do both legs before you even do a single test.
Yeah, I always do both till they can't. That tells me a lot about them. And then when they do the one side, because they don't know the weight, right then. And then all of a sudden you're like, you did the same weight. I'm like, in pot, what?
That happens
So
a
the
lot.
other leg, oh no.
Yeah.
And then the other leg, what, the other leg do nothing? Now, I believe when someone's healthy, it's a synergistic thing. Because you got trunk, you got glutes. So say they max out at 200, I can do 120 on this and 110 on this. So I can do more on each individual leg if I'm really healthy than sometimes I can do on both. Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes I can do both 300 and I can do 140, 130. That happens more than the other ones. But so they're saying, how's that possible? 140, 130, that's 270. How come I can do 200 with both my legs? Well, you have your glutes, you got your trunk, you got other guys helping you. Period. You know, and I want both legs to be, and I still stick by it. It's not untrue. Ara did it at 91, his body weight, one leg. So anyone can do it. Now, does it require work? Yeah. Eccentric work? Yes. No question. You got to do eccentric to get these guys back. Now, don't be surprised if this one's can't even push 20, the affected leg.
Mm-hmm.
Even though this is 90, they can push 120, and this is can't even push 10. So that's okay. Well, then I'm taking the pin out, and I might start the angle a little higher, but not a lot higher. And then I'll start eccentrics. Yeah, right then. And then I'll go. And muscle is memory. You know that it doesn't. People who are drastically, they're gonna have the biggest jumps. People that are close, they're not gonna have the biggest jumps. You know, the biggest jump people are 0 to 70, 0 to 90s. They're gonna come because it's gonna click.
Do you ever just do single leg press without doing eccentrics?
Yeah, but you're not going to advance. How's your system going to advance? Oh, I'm at 100, and I'll do 3 sets of 10 at 100. Now, you might go to 110. It'll take forever. So, but if you say, because it's like any pyramid weight program, it's like you want to get that system muscle to feel more. It's kind of like, believe it or not, speed training. The reason they catapult you or have you run down a hill is to force you faster than your system knows. And then your system says, what's that? And then you're gonna get closer to what that is, you know? It's like that's this. So, I mean, to me, that's the whole concept of the BFR.
Yeah.
Because you cut out, that hypoxia sets in, and those guys that did all the work, the 40% or the 50% of those guys that have been working, they're like, take over, man. I can't do anything. Mike knows, I can't do it. And if the other guys don't kick in, you're going nowhere. You know? So then other fibers have to start. You know, it's the same concept.
Okay.
I'll do the one set of 5s at 140, 150, 160. Yeah, because I'm just introducing input. Stronger. Yeah. My goal, you've heard it a million times, you think I'm full of it, but is body weight. Yeah. I want body weight. Now, granted, there's people that won't get there. Okay, can I get to 80% of it? But I put that in their head right now because they think I'm crazy, and that's fine. But then the bottom line is they're like, they see the improvement, and they're just like, wow, you just did that. Oh, wow. And then they start believing, and then they can handle it. Now, if you get soreness, obviously someone who just can't take it, it's not for everybody. It's the 80-20 rule. 80% I think will do fine, 20% won't. Then you use the BFR.